Go ahead, sell me this pen. Today I'm going to teach you how to sell anything to anyone, anytime. Now, when it comes to selling, when it comes to closing, there are so many techniques and so many ways. Today I'm going to share with you 3 powerful secrets that you can use to sell anything to anyone. The very first secret is this: how do you turn something that's a commodity? How do you sell a product? How do you sell a service in such a noisy marketplace? Number one, understand this. People don't buy because of logic. People buy because of emotion, and they justify it with logic. People buy based on emotions, and they justify with logic. I want you to think of something that you want to buy in your life. It could be a car, it could be a house, it could be anything. I just want you to picture that. Once you have that in your mind, I want you to ask yourself this question: why do you want to buy it? Why do you want to buy that particular item? Why do you want to own that item? Why is that? Maybe it's a new suit. It looks good on you. Maybe it's a new dress. Maybe it's a new car. Maybe it's a new house. Maybe it's that vacation. But why do you buy it? I want to dig a little bit deeper. If you peer through the layers, I think you'll realize you are buying emotions. Maybe you buy the item because of greed. You want to make money, or you want to save money. Or maybe it's because of generosity, that by buying this item, it's going to help other people. Have you noticed sometimes there are companies out there, if you buy this particular product, they're going to donate a certain amount to charities? Maybe you buy because of generosity. Maybe because of shame. That if I don't buy this, I'll look foolish. That if I don't own this, I'll look foolish. Or maybe it's fear, that if I don't buy this, I'm going to be missing out. I don't want to miss out. Maybe it's an escape, that you go on the vacation, your 9-to-5 job is driving you fucking crazy, and you say, oh man, I need some time off. Maybe you're doing it, buying it because of escape. Whatever those reasons are, those are very often emotional reasons. So you buy because of emotion, and you justify it with logic. So think about when you're selling something to somebody. Are you just talking about features and benefits? What his thing would do for you? Or are you pushing those emotional heart buttons? I remember one time I was in Harry Rosen, which is a very well-known menswear store, high-end in Vancouver. I walk into the store and I was walking by the Tom Ford section, and the salesman approached me and say, "Sir, is there anything I can help you with?" I said, "No, I'm just browsing around." And he said, "Do me a favor, put this suit on." Now, at the time, I never owned a Tom Ford suit before. I have a lot of suits, but I don't have a Tom Ford suit. He said, "Do me a favor, put this on." I said, "All right," I put it on. He said, "How do you feel?" "Well, it feels pretty good." "Okay, also try this on. Put on this tuxedo." I said, "Okay, that's pretty cool." He said, "Oh, it looks great." He said, "Sir, are you a fan of James Bond?" I said, "Who isn't a fan of James Bond? Like, duh." He said, "This suit right here, this tuxedo, is the exact suit, the exact same design that James Bond wears in Casino Royale. You know that scene when he was gambling? Fuck, it looks good, right?" And before you know it, I bought the damn fucking tuxedo, and it's a lot of money, costs a lot of money. If you think about that, what am I buying? I'm buying emotions. What I'm buying is this. I'm buying, when I wear this tuxedo, I feel good. As a James Bond fan, I feel like James Bond. Even logically, I know, of course, it's not James Bond. I'm not James Bond. But emotionally, it takes me there. This is cool that I wear the same tuxedo, the same fit, the same everything. Then he upsold me on the damn shirt and the cufflinks, the whole 9 yards. That's what I'm talking about. People buy because of emotions, and they justify it with logic. You have to understand that. Don't just push your product. Don't just push your services. Don't push the features and benefits. Think about, what are those emotional heart buttons that you're pushing? Number 2, people don't buy their way into something. They buy their way out of something. It means people very often, they're buying something because they have a problem they want solved. They want to buy their way out of that problem. People don't buy the drill, they want a hole on the wall. So what is it that you're helping them solve? What problem? What is that thing you have to understand? I always say, the amount of money that you make is in direct proportion to how deep you understand your marketplace's pain. The amount of money that you make is in direct proportion, is in how well, how deep you go, how much you understand your marketplace's pain. So you have to understand, what are the pains that people have, And how can you help them relieve some of that pain? So think about that. Number 3, people don't buy products and services, they buy stories. Because when there are so many choices out there in the marketplace, on the internet, any product that you want, there are hundreds and hundreds of choices. How do you stand out? How do you add emotions to a commodity, a pen? What's the difference between a $2 pen like this or an $800 Mont Blanc, John F. Kennedy, limited edition, exclusive pen, an $800 pen? It's the same pen. It has the same functions. Story. When you add story to an item, suddenly, when you add the John F. Kennedy, the president's story, attached to a brand, to a logo, it is 10 times more valuable. It is 100 times more valuable. It is 300 times more valuable. That particular pen, all because of story. It writes the same. A $2 pen you can write too, but that's the difference. So think about, what's the story? How can you inject stories into everything that you do? Maybe it's your origin story. How did you get started? Why do you do what you do? What about also stories of your customers? So where are you using stories in your marketing, in your business? How else can you use stories? Remember, facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. So comment below. Tell me, based on these 3 secrets, how will you sell me this pen? Go ahead, comment below and sell me this pen.